Assalamu alaikum, everyone. We will start shortly. We are just waiting for more people to join in. Inshallah, it's right at 2 p.m. I'm going to give everyone a couple of minutes. And inshallah, we will start our webinar, inshallah. So while we are waiting, just make sure that you have pen and papers with you, some notepads. If you use your MacBook or computer, make sure you have it, because today we will share some important information, and it would help you if you make some notes so that you can review it after, inshallah. So just to let you know, this is the webinar for program 4 and 5. This is our first webinar for program 4 and 5. And inshallah, we will start in 3 minutes, inshallah. Inshallah, we will start within 1 minute. So meanwhile, we are all waiting. Just make sure that you have writing pads and something to write on, and your pens, either computers if you would like to take some notes. We would be sharing some valuable information, and it would be helpful for you if you take some notes, because then you can review it after, and that would be a great help. And inshallah, within 1 minute, we will start. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My dear brothers and sisters, welcome to our first Hajj 2019 webinar for program 4A, 4B, 4C, and for program 5. My name is Abdul Qadir. I'm your program manager. And on behalf of the entire Dar es Salaam team, we are very excited to welcome you for the Hajj of 2019, inshallah. So without further delay, first of all, thank you very much for attending this webinar. on this webinar, we will try to explain some valuable information with you so that you are well prepared for the coming Hajj, inshallah. Now, during this webinar, we will take a break in the middle, and alhamdulillah, we have Sheikh Hasib Noor with us, who will be answering your religious questions. So we will break in the middle, and we'll answer some questions, inshallah. I will try to cover all the questions that you have on this webinar, inshallah. Now, before we start our webinar, I just wanted to cover you on a few things. Number one is the most important thing for you right now is to ensure you are logging in to Dar es Salaam Hajj Forum 2019, because you will find some critical pieces of information there that you need. There are recorded webinars, there are questions and answers, questions that have been asked by so many of our guests, and we have already answered those questions. Those answers may play a huge role in your Hajj. So please log into Hajj Forum and go through different tabs and read all the questions and answers. Also, when you get a chance, please research and educate yourself about Hajj, the Arkan of Hajj, the Manasik of Hajj. YouTube is available for you. Dar es Salaam website has a lot of important media files in the media section for you. Please watch it, take notes, and prepare yourself, because more you are prepared now, easier it will be when you are in the action at Hajj. Now, let me start by saying that alhamdulillah, everyone that comes in program 4 and 5, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed them, and you take multiple tours in the year. You're very well traveled. You've been to Bahamas, and you've been to Jamaica's, and you've been to 5-star, 7-star hotels, and you're very experienced when it comes to taking vacations and traveling. But I just want to be clear here that Hajj is no vacation. Beside the fact that you book a 5-star or a 7-star hotel, Hajj is not a vacation at all. And I'm gonna let our Shayukh talk about that in our call. But I just wanted to make that note so that we can register in our minds that this is a spiritual journey. This is not a vacation that we plan normally to go to Bahamas or Italy or Europe. We will face some challenges. We will face some challenges that will take us out from our comfort zone. We just need to say, alhamdulillah, accept it and deal with it, inshallah. So having said that, Hajj Forum is important. Please make sure you have provided all your documents to Dar es Salaam office so that they're prepared. We will also look into some logistic information questions for you as well. If you have, I'll try to answer it. Our operations manager, Sahar Kadura, is on this call as well. So we will try our best to accommodate everything for you. But our main focus on this call is to better prepare you of what happens when you leave your house and go to the airport. From the airport till Makkah, we will discuss it on this call step by step, okay? So without further delay, on this call, I have Sheikh Ammar Al-Shukri on this call. He is someone who does not need no introduction. You can Google him and you can do a little bit of a research on him. MashaAllah, he is, we are blessed to have him. We are privileged that we will have his company. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us a great honor that we have Shayukh like him to learn and to adjust and to adopt and educate ourselves and benefit ourselves with their knowledge. So without further delay, Sheikh Ammar, welcome to Hajj 2019 call. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The honor and the blessing and the privilege is all mine. Jazakumullah khair.
Very welcome, sir.
I'm ready. I'm excited. Should I begin?
Yes, sir. It's all yours.
Great. Alhamdulillah, salatu salam ala rasulillah. Welcome everybody to Hajj 2019. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from all of us and all of you. Briefly on this introductory call, I just wanted to set the stage with just a couple of important emotions really that a person should have, a couple of concepts that a person should keep, not just in the back of their mind, but present in their mind and heart as they approach this wonderful journey of Hajj. And the first one being thankfulness. Every time you hear about Hajj, the Prophet ﷺ describing Hajj, he will mention مَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا, for whoever has the ability to perform Hajj, whoever has the means to perform Hajj. And the default is not that a person is able or will be able to perform Hajj in their life. The default is actually the opposite. The default is that the average Muslim who prays and fasts every Ramadan and might even give zakat may never have the opportunity to take this journey that we are also privileged to be at the cusp of this year. There was a New York Times article last year that mentioned that if all of the Muslims of this world went to Hajj, if every single one of them did go to Hajj, it would take 581 years. And so that gives you kind of a glimpse as to how much of the ummah is actually the minority that is able to go to Hajj. And if a person has been able to go more than once, well, that is an incredible favor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so we approach, number one, thankfulness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِذْ تَأَذَّنَ رَبُّكُمْ لَإِنْ شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. He says, and your Lord has proclaimed that if you show gratitude to him, he will only increase you. And so number one is approaching with thankfulness. And number two is having preparation. And right now, you being present on this call indicates that you have the commitment and the interest and the concern of preparation. And that will cut so much of this distance for you. Preparing for Hajj, preparing both from a logistic standpoint, like on this call, preparing from a educational standpoint, a knowledge standpoint, like asking your questions to Sheikh Hasib, who will answer later on the call, or going onto the Dar es Salaam forums. There's hardly going to be a question that you will have. Rarely is a question something new that has never been asked by anyone before. And so by going onto the portal and the forums, you'll be able to see the questions that have been answered before and really increasing your knowledge base, but not worrying so much about that, because when you get there, when you get to Hajj, every group, inshallah, will have a group leader who is well-trained, a group leader who is a religious scholar, someone who has performed Hajj a number of times and will be able to communicate with you. You will have your questions answered, inshallah ta'ala. And so either way, you will have your questions satisfied. But if you have the ability and the opportunity to study as much as you can before going to Hajj, then do that. It will save you a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety as well. Number three, the best preparation. The best preparation out of all is the preparation of taqwa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَتَزَوَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. He says the best preparation. He says take preparation for Hajj, but the best preparation is taqwa. Recognizing, as right now we just emerged from a season of taqwa. We emerged from the month of Ramadan, and Ramadan is the month in which we learn taqwa. That now we've got to practice taqwa during Shawwal and practice taqwa during Dhul Qa'idah and practice taqwa during Hajj, because that is the best preparation that we can take for Hajj. Our sins, as Ibn al-Qayyim says, are like suitcases that we carry. Imagine if you're carrying a suitcase filled with sand. How much does that weigh you down? How much does that burden you? And so seeking to perfect, even before coming to this holy place and to these holy rites, that you perfect your taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you be positioned to have an accepted Hajj. And then as far as number four, it is expectations, setting the right expectations. And it's like our brother Abdul Qadir just mentioned, that Hajj is not a vacation. Not only is Hajj not a vacation, Hajj is an act of worship. And because it is an act of worship, you are going to be going and you are going to be tested by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just like everybody else is tested. And you know, he mentioned 5-star and 7-star. I don't think I've ever been in a 5-star or a 7-star other than Dar es Salaam. But even if you travel first class, does that really take away the fatigue of travel? Does that is traveling first class, does that take away the exhaustion of travel? Does that take away the stress of travel? No. At the end of the day, it's still travel. As beautiful as travel can be made, you can put fancy showers in the first class cabin. You can do all of that. But at the end of the day, there's still time zones. There's still difference of food. There's still difference of environment. There's still all of these things that you'll never be able to accommodate for, no matter how much luxury is presented to you. And so recognizing that when Hajj is being multiplied by that experience, as well as 5 million other people being there, then it's definitely not a vacation, but it is more beautiful than any vacation that you'll ever take. But it requires the right expectations, as well as it requiring patience. Patience is one of the great lessons of Hajj. In fact, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَمَنْ فَرَضَ فِيهِنَّ الْحَجَّ فَلَا رَفَثَ وَلَا فُسُوقَ وَلَا جِدَالَ فِي الْحَجِّ. He says, let there be no intimacy with your spouses, no fusuq, disobedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember taqwa, the importance of taqwa, and especially when you are in those sacred places. And number 3, la jidal, disputation, argumentation, fighting. And people are going to give you a reason for that. I mean, it's impossible that 5 million people or however many millions are all going to be in this condensed place and no one's going to bother you. You are going to be. But what you are required and what you and I are required to do is to expand our circle of patience, to expand our tolerance, and to recognize that in all of this is the experience of Hajj. Why are we doing all of this? Because of the incredible reward. The Prophet ﷺ says, whoever does a Hajj mabrur, a righteous accepted Hajj, it has no reward except for paradise. And in another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ described the one who performs Hajj as returning back like the day his mother gave birth to them. Sinless. And so this is a great act of worship with a great reward, and it is a wonderful experience. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to be of those who are written to be in Hajj. It's a very exclusive VIP list, and we hope until we get there that we do get there, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us of those who are accepted and entered into paradise and have their sins forgiven. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh. Thank you so much for your wisdom and sharing your knowledge with us.
You're very welcome.
Okay, so I'm going to mute you, Sheikh, and you can, if you could turn off your, yeah. Thank you so much. All right, so I am back. So let's start our conference. So just to let you know that I will walk you through step by step what happens when you leave your home. So obviously, the date of your flight, you're gonna pack your luggage. You are going to put the tags that Darussalam has provided you. Make sure you attach the tags provided by Darussalam on your suitcases, on your hand carry. And then you're going to the airport. Now, when you are at the airport, you're going to follow the regular check-in process. You will go to the check-in counter. You will get your boarding passes, get your luggage checked in. And after you get your boarding passes, luggage checked in, you will go to the duty-free if you want to do some shopping, or you can go to the lounge and then you can sit there and you can relax. Have a cup of tea, coffee, and you can relax. Now, obviously, you will just wait for the boarding announcement. Once your boarding announcement happens, you will go to the aircraft, find your seat, and put your hand carry luggage in the compartment, and then you can sit and you can just relax in this flight. I know it's going to be a long flight because we are all traveling from Canada and US, and there's going to be some entertainment on the flight, some movies, some other news channels. My golden nugget that I'm sharing this with you is I want you to eat and close your eyes and sleep. As much as you can rest yourself, please do that in this flight, because once the flight lands in Medina, the Hajj starts. And you will have a challenge of finding time to relax and to regain your energy. So first day is always a little bit of a challenge. This year, it is more challenging because majority of us are arriving on August 2nd, which is Friday. And you know, Friday is a happening day. People will come from all directions to attend the Friday Salah at Masjid al-Nabawi, and it will get crowded. So, having said that, relax and rest during your flight so that you have energy when you land in Medina. When you land in Medina, you need 2 pieces of IDs in your hand. Number 1, your passport, and number 2 is your immunization card, the card that says that you have the meningitis vaccines done for you. What happens next? When you land in Medina, you will come out from the aircraft and there will be stairs. So you will have to pick up your hand carry. So please don't make your hand carry too heavy, because you will have to hold your hand carries and you'll have to take those stairs to come to the airport. Before I get into the second step, I just wanted to share my own personal feeling or my personal activity, like what I do when I touch Medina. So when we land in Medina, obviously you're going to recite Durood Sharif and say Salam to Rasulullah. When you get out of the plane, we are all wearing shoes. That's okay. But when you take a stairs and when your feet touches the land of Medina, I want you to put your right hand on the floor, touch the floor, and then put the same right hand on your heart and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you were able to come to Medina and stand on the floor of Medina, this holy land, and then recite Durood Sharif to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then move on towards the airport. So I do that as a respect. I just wanted to share this with you as well, that, you know, you're starting your Hajj journey, you're in the blessed city of Medina, and you need to feel it, you know, you need to connect with it. So let's start with the steps in a right direction. So remember what I tell you, when you reach Medina, try to do that. So now you're in the airport. As soon as you enter Medina airport, they will ask you to show your immunization card. They will just look at your immunization card and let you go forward. Next step, you will go to the lineup for immigration. Because it is Hajj season, you may have long lineups. You may have to wait for hours in this lineup. So make sure that, you know, you're acting with patience. The lineup will move slowly. At the immigration, the ladies, the sisters and the brothers are separated. They ask you to be separated and make separate lines for sisters and brothers. So my dear sisters, make sure that you have your passport, your immigration card, and all the details with you when you're in the lineup so that you don't have to look for your mahram. The lines are next to each other, side by side. So just in case, if you forgot something at your husband or brother or father, don't worry about it. You can go and collect it from there. No problem. So now we have 2 separate lines in immigration. You're going to go through immigration. They're going to stamp it. Now, quick tip. If this is your first time going to Saudi, I just wanted to share this with you. The major concept is that the immigration is very rude. They don't smile. They're not friendly. So I want to tell you something that I want you to keep in mind. So what happened is English is not their first language. Nowadays, they all try to accommodate you by speaking English. And what happens is when they speak English the same way they speak Arabic. And because the dialogue in Arabic is high pitched and fast, they come across a little bit not so nice. And you may think that they're trying to be rude to you, but they don't mean to be rude to you at all. So that's the reason behind they can come across maybe sometime a little bit aggressive, because Arabic itself is a very fast-paced language. So, and their English is not that clear, but lately they've been grooming themselves pretty well, and you'll be surprised that they're very well versed with English, and they will welcome you and they'll thank you. You know, it's always 2 to tango. So when you are nice and you're smiling, the next person is going to smile and be nice to you as well. So remember, one thing I always say smile because it's sunnah. So at Hajj, let's practice even when you're facing difficulties, let's all just smile and say Alhamdulillah, because we have two choices to make. Either we get angry or either we stay in control and look for solution. So inshallah, we will make the right choices. So now you have passed the immigration. You have your passports with you. You're going to pass immigration. The next step is what? Collecting luggage. So now you will come to the luggage area. You will see what carousel your luggage is coming. You're going to go there. You're going to wait for your luggage. Get the trolleys. If they're all free, they're available. There are attendants there as well that are airport staff. So they're not Dar es Salaam staff. If you would like to get an attendant, feel free to do so. Make sure that you know how much money they're asking for so that you can pay them. They can pick your luggage, or you can pick your luggage by yourself when the luggage is available, and make sure you're picking your own luggage. Okay. So now you have luggage. Next step. Now after luggage, you are going to go through customs, and you will step out using the exit door. So when you pass the custom area, you will find a big luggage scanner machine. You will have to put your luggage one by one to that scanner machine. And on the other end of the scanner machine, you will have to pick up that luggage and put it on your trolley if you're using a trolley at that time. Okay? Remember, right now you are inside the airport. This is airport staff, not Dar es Salaam staff. So please do not give your hand carries to somebody you don't know, or don't leave any piece of your luggage, at the end of the scanner thinking that Dar es Salaam staff will come and pick it up. It will not happen because Dar es Salaam staff is outside of the airport. Inside of the airport is airport staff. So I want you to be mindful that you have picked up your luggage, you have your hand carries, your bags, and everything with you when you're stepping out of the airport exit. Now, I observe that we tend to get overwhelmed when we are traveling and when we have to do a few tasks, immigration, then picking up luggage, then I have to put my luggage in a scanner and then collect luggage. So my dear brothers and sisters, if you are traveling as a couple, this is the time that you need to show partnership. So if the sister is, maybe if the brother is putting the luggage in the scanner, sister, you can go to the other side of the scanner so that you can identify your luggage and ensure nobody else picks your luggage, okay? So we will turn this into a teamwork if you're traveling with your mahram. If you're traveling with your parents, your sisters, let's team up and assign the tasks right now that who's going to put the luggage in the scanner, who's going to be on the other end of the scanner, so you are not panicked at that time. Because remember, in Hajj season, your flight is not the only flight landing at Medina airport. Maybe a few hundred flights have landed in the airport, and in the airport, it may have 1 million, travelers already inside. So you may not get a seat. You may have to stand for a long time, so plan properly. Before your flight lands, make sure you go to the washroom. If you did not get a chance to go to the washroom, as soon as you land, find a washroom, go to the washroom, make sure you're all fresh and ready, and then you can come out. There's no panic, no rush. Everybody has to go through this process, and we will never leave you at the airport just in case if you had to use, a health break or you have to use the toilet. So nothing to worry about it. We are at the airport till we have everybody together, okay? So now you're at the exit door at the airport. You're gonna pick up your luggage and you're gonna exit the door. Now for my North American brothers and sisters, if this is your first time going to Saudi, as soon as you exit the door, airport door, you will meet with a Saudi official. They are not going to be in any sort of uniform. They're going to be in the Saudi dress, the white dress and the Saudi, headgear. They are called mutawaf. They are the people who are responsible of collecting the passports. So when the mutawaf approaches you and say passport, all you need to do is hand over your passport. Now, make sure you're not handing over anything else. For example, your immunization card, your green card, your PR card, or any sort of ID that you have put in your passport, take it out from the passport. Also, remember this point. At the time of immigration, they will give you a departure slip, white color departure slip, okay? Do not lose that departure slip. You need that departure slip when you will be leaving Jeddah, okay? So take that departure slip out of your passport as well and put it in your hand carry in a safe place where you put your tickets and other stuff, and then you can give the passport to mutawaf. Now, I've seen this before. Some of our brothers and sisters from North America are not comfortable giving your passport to mutawaf. We tend to ask a lot of questions because this is our habit and style working in North American corporate world. And we tend to start asking questions to mutawaf like, you know, do you have any employee ID? How do I know if you're the mutawaf? Where is your office? Do you have a number? Do you have a card? So I would request that we should stop, refrain ourselves to asking questions to mutawaf because they're not fluent in English and your question could be taken in a wrong way. And the last thing you want to do is to offend a Saudi official, okay? So a friendly advice, don't ask any questions to the mutawaf, hand over your passport because you're already coached and trained and you already know this is a mandatory step. You give them the passport. Once you give them the passport, remember, be mindful of your luggage. Now, when you have your luggage, all of a sudden you will see an army of Dar es Salaam staff with Dar es Salaam t-shirts, Dar es Salaam flags. You know, they'll all have microphones. A lot of Dar es Salaam staff will approach you now and they try to take luggage away from you. Now, as long as they have Dar es Salaam t-shirt and Dar es Salaam IDs, you don't need to worry about it. You know, you can give your luggage to them. They will take it to the buses actually and load your luggage so that you don't have to worry about it. All you can carry is, if you want, you can carry your hand carry with you. If you have valuables backpack, you can carry it with you and take it to the bus. But if your hand carry is heavy, you can give it to them as well. They can store it in the back. Now, point to be taken, please do not give the backpack that has your cash in it, that has your important documents in it. Please make sure that you keep your medication if you require this medication during this travel, because we will have about 30 minutes to 1 hour from airport to our hotels, okay? So your medication, you should keep it. Your cash, your valuables, you should keep it in your backpack, and nobody should be given this backpack, access to this backpack. It's your responsibility, okay? So now you're outside of the airport, you have met the Dar es Salaam staff, you will see, most probably you'll see Brother Saleh. He is from Program 4 and he will be there to welcome each one of you, inshallah. If you don't see him, do not panic. You will see other Dar es Salaam staff. Just follow the instructions. They will tell you where to go. There are plenty of guides standing there guiding you, letting you know where the buses are. You just need to go and you need to sit in the bus in air condition and just relax. Now again, point to be taken. You need to make sure you don't panic. You don't need to walk fast. You don't need to run. You don't need to drop your hand carries on other people's feet. Just to stay collected, stay calm. You can walk slow. If you have elderlies with you, don't panic. Don't worry about it. We will wait for you. In fact, we will assist you. Okay, if you walk slow, you have knee problems, you do not need to go outside of your comfort zone and do anything. Just keep your pace, relax, stay collected and calm, and just follow the directions and go to your bus and then sit in the bus and relax, okay? Remember, this is his summer season. And beside the fact, some of us think that we are very strong, we go to gym 5 days a week, and we have great health. We are no match to the summer in Saudi, okay? I've seen the strongest of the strongest fall in few hours, okay? So my goal is to prepare you to reserve and save your energy. That's why I don't want you to exhaust yourself emotionally and physically, being panicked or worrying that, oh my God, what if Dar es Salaam leave me at the airport? This will never happen. Our staff is at the airport 24/7 till we receive the entire program of program 4 and 5, inshallah. Okay, so nothing to worry about it. So now you're sitting in the buses. When you're sitting in the buses, you will have either Saleh come in the bus and give you directions, what to do next. So you will listen to the directions and take notes if you need to, and then just relax. Now, one thing about Hajj that I should point out here. Hajj is all about teamwork. And this teamwork is not just for Dar es Salaam team that is there to assist you. That teamwork contains you in it. You are the most important link of this teamwork. A lot of information would be shared with you. For example, the same way I'm sharing the information on this webinar. Information will be shared with you on WhatsApp on a daily basis. We will create a group and we will communicate with you on WhatsApp. We will send you a message every morning and tell you what's happening today. You're responsible to read that message and educate all the people that are traveling with you to say, hey, today we are doing this. At this time, we have lecture. At this time, we have dinner. So you will take that responsibility to cascade that information among the group that you have. For example, if you were traveling with 2 or 3 people. So very important, okay? So the process here, the most important thing in the process here is following the instruction and reading the information and directions you're receiving from your group leaders, okay? Each one of you will be a part of a group. Each group will have a group leader and a sheikh associated with. Alhamdulillah, we have a phenomenal team of shayukh with us. For program 5, we have Sheikh Zakaria Al-Khatib, inshallah. He will be the guest speaker on our second call. On our second call, we will discuss manasik, Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifah, and the rest of the Hajj manasik. Today's call, we had Sheikh Ammar Al-Shukri. You already met him. Today's call, we're discussing Makkah and Medina only. And then we'll have Sheikh Muhammad Salah. He will be the residence Sheikh for program 4A. Sheikh Ammar Al-Shukri will be the residence Sheikh for program 4B. We have an era of different shayukhs. We have Sheikh Hasib Noor, who will be answering your religious questions on this call as well. We'll have Sheikh Hussam, Sheikh Zad. We have Sheikh Anisul Haq. We have Sheikh Ibrahim Khadir. We have Sheikh Tom. And they all bring wealth of knowledge from their experience and education. Your job is to take this advantage and take the information that they are providing and adopt, inshallah. We have Fazal Bari, who's a big name as well. He's from Houston. Some of you already know him. Alhamdulillah. So we have a great team of scholars, religious scholars, to keep you up to date, to keep you connected with your spirituality. And inshallah, I will explain it to you, the religious activities we have for you. Okay? So now you're sitting in the bus. When you are sitting in the bus, you relax. The instructions will be giving it to you. Most of the time, these are the instructions that will be shared with you. When you reach the hotel, either you're going to Movenpick or you're going to Hilton. When you reach your hotel, you stay in the bus till you will see someone comes to you and say, please, you can come out of the bus. Because as soon as you get out of the bus, it is hot because you're sitting in air condition, okay? When you get out of the bus, you will see a lot of Dar es Salaam staff is emptying your hand carries and your luggage. Don't worry about it. This is Dar es Salaam staff. They will empty your luggage and hand carry. You will be asked to get inside the hotel because we are trying to keep you cool. You come inside the hotel and you will form a lineup. please form one line at a time. If you see elderlies, if you see children, if you see people who are on wheelchair, please allow them to come first, because remember, your Hajj has started and every good deed that you do is multiplied. So this is the chance for you to start collecting the good deeds. Also, everybody asked me this question. They say, AQ, tell us, give us the opportunity that we could do something extra for somebody because we want our Hajj to be accepted. And I always tell this to everyone that, guys, don't wait for the opportunity. Create the opportunity. Make that opportunity for you and take that hasana, take that good deed, because that's your investment. So don't miss out on that. So remember my words. You need to create any opportunity you can to get extra hasanas, inshallah. And you'll do a phenomenal job with that, inshallah. So now you're going to form a line. We will give you your room key, inshallah. When you collect your room key, you will collect your backpack. We will provide you the backpack when you're checking in. So once you collect your key, you will go to a table that is giving you your backpack. You will get every single one will get a backpack. Brothers, you will have ihram in that backpack. Sisters, you will have the jai namaz, the carpet to pray in your backpack. You will collect your backpacks. Once you collect your backpacks, you will go to the bellman and you will give the bellman your room number so that they can bring your luggage to your room. If you want to take your hand carry with you, feel free to do so if it's not too heavy. The rest of the suitcases and luggage, the bellman will bring it for you, okay? If you're strong enough and you're traveling light and you have only one suitcase, you want to drag it for yourself, by all means, you can do that, okay? No problem. So now you have the luggage, you have the keys, you have the backpacks, and you go to your room. Now, let me tell you this. August 2nd is Friday. When you get out of the airport, when you come to the hotel, your main objective right now is to put your luggage, do your wudu, and try to get into Masjid al-Nabi as soon as possible. Because this is your first Jum'ah in Medina, I would suggest you to enter Masjid al-Nabi no later than 9:30, maximum 10 a.m. Maximum 10 a.m. I do not want you to miss this opportunity to go in and pray in Masjid al-Nabi. So 9:30 a.m. or 10 a.m., get into the Masjid al-Nabi and forget about everything else. Find a really nice, comfortable place and settle there and do your ibadah, do your salam, whatever you want to do, pray Jummah Salah, and then leave Masjid al-Nabi. Do not leave before that. If you leave Masjid al-Nabi before that, you will not be able to enter again, okay? So make sure you have this point. Now you are in Medina Hotel. So what happened in Medina Hotel? Remember, I'm sure every one of you have traveled before. When you travel and when you go to different hotels, there is a standard check-in time. The standard hotel check-in time is 3 p.m., okay? Now, what if our flight comes in at 8 a.m. in the morning? By the time we'll reach the hotel, it's maybe 10 a.m. in the morning. Do we get our hotel room? Unfortunately, we don't, okay? So what happened is Dar al-Salam staff tries its best to collect the room keys and get the rooms clean for you, because remember, the checkout time for the day is 12 o'clock and nobody leaves at 12 o'clock at the time of Hajj. So as soon as people leave their rooms, we get the keys. Now our goal is to get these rooms clean for you. So we have to rely on hotel management to clean those rooms for you. As soon as the rooms are clean and ready to be reused, we start giving you the keys so that you can go to your room and relax, okay? So remember this piece when you arrive in Medina. Depending on your flight, the check-in time for your hotel room is 3 p.m. You may not get the keys if you're arriving early, but You can store your luggage. Okay, you can store your luggage. You can go to the washroom. You can do wudu, and you can go to Masjid Nabawi. You can pray Jummah Salah. After the Jummah Salah, you can come back. By the time we will see if we have rooms ready for you, we will start assigning you the rooms. Okay, so I hope everybody understand this piece. Now, just to recap, when your buses comes, you get out of the, you wait for the instructions, you get out of the bus, your luggage, your hand carries will be taken care of Dar es Salaam staff. Your job is to come into the lobby, stay in air conditioning, have a welcome drink, form a line. Please help elderlies, women with children to come first, get them the key so that they can settle their kids and young babies. After everything is done, you're going to, when you pick up the key, you're going to pick up your backpacks. After backpacks are done, you find the bellman, give them your room number, identify your luggage so that they can bring your luggage to your room, okay? And then you can do wudu and get into Masjid Nabawi because it's Friday. You need to be inside the Masjid Nabawi before almost 9:30 or maximum 10 a.m., okay? So Sheikh Hasib, I will talk for another 5 minutes and then I'll open the forum from some questions, okay? So let me cover Medina. So in Medina, we are in Medina for 3 days, okay? First day you're arriving, which is Friday, you'll be very busy and you'll be tired. So do the Friday prayer, have lunch, catch some rest. We will try to have a lecture after Asr. Remember, every lecture in Medina is after Asr Salah, okay? We will have different shaykh come in and talk about manasik of Hajj and prepare you for Hajj, inshallah. And it will happen after Asr. We will notify you the place, the room, when we are at the hotel, inshallah. Okay, so that's good. Now, if your flight is not coming early in the morning, if your flight coming as later in the day, please, it's okay. You're in a travel mode. So it's not mandatory that because your flight is coming at 11:30, most probably you're not going to make it for Jummah Salah because by the time you get out of the airport, it will be maybe 2 o'clock, okay? So please do not worry about it. You can pray Jummah at the airport as well. They have Salah there as well, okay? Good. Now, let's talk about August the 3rd. So no, first, August 2nd. At dinner time, we will have orientation. In this orientation, I will introduce you to your group leaders and shaykh face-to-face. You will get to know them, and so that you can talk to them, ask questions, and they will brief you on what's coming next. So it's very important that you must attend the dinner on August 2nd and attend this orientation, okay? If your flight is coming on August the 3rd, nothing to worry. We will meet you on August the 3rd again as well, okay? Now, what happened next day? Saturday, August the 3rd. You get up early in the morning. We will have Baqi tour after Fajr. It means that for the brothers, we will take you to the graveyard of Baqi. We will take you inside. Most probably there's going to be a burial. We will let you witness the burial, do the dua, for the deceased. We will walk you around at Baqi, and inshallah, we'll bring you back for breakfast. At breakfast, you'll meet your group leaders and shaykh. If you have any questions, do not be shy. Feel free to ask questions, to your shaykh. Whenever you see them sitting somewhere, if they're eating, we are there for you. Feel free to ask questions, introduce yourself, but be just respectful for the fact if there's someone else asking a question, wait for your turn. I don't need to, say that to you because, mashallah, we are all very educated and we have, good mannerism, inshallah. Now, on August 3rd, same thing. After Asr, we're going to have lecture for you. We will let you know about the place and time. After that, Maghrib Salah and Isha Salah. After Isha Salah, you will come for dinner. During this dinner time, again, you will meet your group leaders and shaykh. Breakfast and dinner, you'll meet your group leaders and shaykh. They will be there for you to answer any questions, any suggestions, any advice, any feedback. They're there for you, okay? Now, August the 2nd night, we will do two activities. Number one, we will take you for Masjid-e-Nabwi tour. That tour is for brothers and sisters together. You can be together. We walk all around Masjid-e-Nabwi, and we have Shayukh from Medina University who comes in and explain it to you about these different landmarks in Masjid-e-Nabwi, whose house was here, who got married here, who was martyred here, what kind of battle happened here, what kind of water well was here. So a lot of good information is shared with you, which helps you to connect with Medina spiritually, because when you walk into Medina, Masjid al-Nabi next time, you would remember that, oh my God, I'm walking from the door that is the house of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anha, or I'm walking at the door with the house of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anha. So it will connect you, emotionally, inshallah. Now, next day, Saturday, August 4th. Same thing we will do. We are going to have Baqi tour in the morning after Fajr. You'll come for breakfast, meet your group leaders, Sheikh. The day is yours. On that day, August the 4th, after Fajr Salah, actually, we will not do the Baqi tour. After Fajr Salah, we will take you for Mazarat. Okay? So we will take you to Masjid al-Quba. We will take you to Qiblatain. We will drive around there. And then finally, we will take you to Uhud, Mountain Uhud. We will get out at Quba. We will pray at Quba. Then we will get out at Mountain Uhud. We will stay together as groups. Make sure that you have either umbrella or something for shade, because it will be hot. We will do quick lectures, tell you about the significance of Uhud. If you would like to climb the mountain, feel free to do so. Say the prayers. There are graves for Hamza and Radiallahu Ta'ala Anha and other shuhada. We will give you a quick tour and bring you back to the buses. Now, on August 4th, we do it right after Fajr. The reason why is we are trying to dot the sun for you. We want you to go to Uhud and experience everything when sun is not hot, so that you can walk, you can enjoy. And by the time sun is up, we get you back in the buses and inshallah bring you back to the hotel for your breakfast, inshallah. Okay, so that's your Sunday, August the 4th morning. Again, the lecture is going to happen after Asr Salah. And after dinner, we will have activities for you. Now, the activities are this. We will take you to Masjid al-Nabi tour. Same, brothers and sisters, you can go together. Also, for both days, Saturday, August 3rd and Sunday, August 4th, we will also take sisters only to visit Rawda of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So sisters, remember, you actually have certain timings that you are allowed only to visit the Rawda. So we will have our guides, sister guides available for you to take you with them to the Rawda. Now, to my dear sisters, when you go to the Rawda, let me give you a couple of quick tips. Stay together, and stay together in a way that if you see some elderly, please stay together closely, because there's a lot of push and shove and, impatient people around. But you don't need to push and shove anybody, okay? Let everybody else show their class. You show your class, inshallah. Now, when you're walking to the Rawda, one quick tip, do not speak in any other language but in English. Even if you speak Arabic, do not speak in Arabic, speak in English. Because if you speak in English, they take you to a group that comes from North America. If you speak in Urdu, Hindi, Bengali, they take you to a group that comes from Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh. So remember, when they ask at the sisters' location, sometimes they ask, where are you from? You are going to say, I'm from America or Canada. Okay? Sometimes we tend to say, oh, I'm Pakistani. Okay, please do not do that. Just a friendly reminder. Now then, sisters, you go to the Rawda in sections and in steps, one step at a time. So it's a little bit of a hard process. It's a little challenging. I want you to be patient, have some water with you. There's tons of Zamzam, drink it, but it's going to be an all-night event. I just want to make sure that you go to Riyadh al-Jannah and you're able to pray 2 rak'ah there, because this is the piece of the land of Jannah, inshallah. And we all pray that we all get a chance to pray in Riyadh al-Jannah. Ameen. My brothers, the Masjid al-Nabi, the Rawda is open for you 24/7. You can walk in anytime. The best time, the time to avoid saying salam is before and after salah, because it's very crowded. In between, anytime you can go and say salam to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you can go to Riyadh al-Jannah, you can pray. It's open for you for 24 hours. Okay, good. Now, when we are in Medina, remember, I'll make this point and then we'll take a quick question answer break. And this is a religious answer questions. You can type your questions to the question answer questions tab, and I'll go through that and we'll ask Sheikh Hasib to answer some questions. Okay. Now, when you're preparing for Hajj, now I want you to listen to me carefully now. When you're preparing for Hajj, when you're talking to your friends, when everybody's coming to you and saying how lucky you are, Hajj Mubarak, may Allah give you easy Hajj, say Ameen. And always say positive things about Hajj. And ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you the easiest Hajj possible. Okay? Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I want to touch the Kaaba. I want to kiss the black stone. I want to touch the Kaaba every time I get into Haram. I want hot tea when I get to Haram. Whatever your wish is, you say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and leave it at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? I'm going to tell you this point. Whatever type of Hajj you ask for is granted. You will get it. A lot of people panic and get overwhelmed and says, oh my God, what's going to happen? It's so hard. Hajj is so tough. When you're talking like this, you're asking for a tough Hajj. And for sure, you will get a tough Hajj. So remember, you need to ask for things to be easy for you, to things to be simple for you, to things to be the way you want. There's nothing wrong in asking. So say our dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this Hajj safe for you, to make this Hajj easy for you. And talk positive about Hajj, inshallah. Positivity is everything. And avoid getting negative thoughts or spreading negativity among us as well. Many times things will happen not in a way that you wanted. Things will not go based on the way you planned. Knowing Saudi officials, personally going there for last, alhamdulillah, 10 years, when they make the change, they don't announce it. They don't tell anybody. You find those changes with surprise. And as soon as I find those changes with surprise, I come and cascade that information with you to say, I just found out that Saudis have changed this rule, so we have to adjust our plan. So we may have to adjust our plan multiple times during the Hajj. Remember what I said at the beginning. All we are going to do is smile and say, Alhamdulillah, you have nothing to worry about. We have an amazing staff on the ground whose job is to plan everything for you and make sure all the logistics is in order. And that's their dedicated job. So forget about the decision-making or taking the decisions. Leave the decision-making, planning, organizing, making things done for you to Dar al-Salam. You just become the guest and just follow the process, follow the instructions, and just perform your Hajj, because that's the main objective. We need to make sure you perform your manasik. And when you would be able to perform your manasik, then you are in your, positive state of mind, when you're energetic, and when you're thinking right, inshallah. So by having said that, we have covered Medina. It's 3 o'clock. We just have 15 more minutes to go for Makkah. But I just want to go over the questions, and I see if there is any questions for religious topics. Sheikh Hasib, if you can mute yourself and you can start your camera while I'm going through the question, I would really appreciate that. Let me read.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, Sheikh. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Well, my video I can't. So if you could just enable that, please.
Yeah, no problem at all. Let me do that for you. Okay. Sheikh, are you able to unmute your camera now?
Yep.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Easier, no problem. Now I'm going to go back to the questions.
While Brother Abdul Qadir looks up questions, inshallah, that you all have, I'm sure you guys are all typing it now, inshallah. First of all, bismillah, alhamdulillah, rasulillah, wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Welcome everybody, inshallah, to this beautiful, honestly, it's a blessing in and of itself to have this meeting. You don't know how many, groups may not have that availability. A lot of people get emails and then they're inundated with a lot of messages. Alhamdulillah, Dar es Salaam tries to make sure that we try to reach you with different touch points so that you can connect to making sure that you have the best Hajj ever. With that being said, just three things I just want you all to guys focus on before the Hajj experience. Number one, prepare the spiritual journey more than the physical one. You're worried about what to pack, all of these things. Alhamdulillah, you're going to get lists of some suggested packing material, all of these things. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, in the verses of Hajj, one of the most beautiful ayat that kind of describes the entire pre-Hajj preparation. Allah says, وَتَزَوَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. Allah says, prepare, pack, have that preparation, and the best packing and preparation you have is taqwa, your God consciousness. So that's something that you can't physically prepare for. You have to spiritually prepare for. And I think one of the best ways to do that is don't wait till the last minute to start reading and start understanding the fiqh aspect. Try to read the Dar es Salaam material that's on the forum for sure. And most importantly, start making a dua list. A lot of people are going to ask you, make dua for me, etc. It's not just, okay, I'll make dua for you and then you kind of forget. Make sure that you write people's dua, and you can have a form where people send it, very easy, or at the very least make a running sheet, put people's names as well as your own du'as, because that'll come in handy. That du'a list is the best way to kind of spiritually prepare for the things that you want to make du'a for the people you want to make du'a for, inshallah. And I just seen a few questions now.
So Sheikh, I went through all the questions. Majority of the questions I see right now is logistical questions. So maybe I'll try to answer them, and I'll give you a little break here. So if you could mute your microphone, that would be great. All right. So I have a few questions here. The question is asked: we are arriving at 11:30 a.m. at the airport on August 2nd. How can we go to Jummah then? You would not be able to go to Jummah in Masjid an-Nabawi. You most probably be reading Jummah Salah at the airport. Connection breaking. Okay, that's no problem. We are arriving August 1st. Who will be joining initially, and when will, okay. So if you're arriving early, August 1st, no problem. You will have Dar es Salaam staff to pick you from the airport. You will come to the hotel, you will check in. Because our program starts on August 2nd, August 1st is going to be your free day. You can go do the Salah at Masjid an-Nabawi, and you can do whatever you want to do. Our program will start, inshallah, from August 2nd. But we will, Dar es Salaam staff will be there in August 1st at the airport to pick you up. So if you're coming on 3rd, then we will miss Baqi and Masjid tour, not at all. On 3rd, if you're coming on 3rd, we have Masjid an-Nabawi tour at the night time. And if you would like to go for a Baqi tour, we can arrange a Baqi tour with any Salah, and we will make it happen for you. Nothing to worry about it at all. This call is recorded, and the recording link we will provide you just in case if you want to review it after. Who is assigned Sheikh for Program 4C? Alhamdulillah, we were able to get 2 big names for you. Number 1, we have Program 4C, Sheikh Fadl Bari, MashaAllah. If you want to see an angel, face of an angel, you will see a face of an angel. That is the face of Sheikh Fadl Bari, MashaAllah. You'll be impressed. The other face of the angel that you will witness is a big name, MashaAllah, the Sheikh Zakaria bin Khatib. Al-Khatib, he will be with us as well. And he is the resident Sheikh for Program 5 and Program 4C in Medina in Hilton and in Makkah in Dar Tawheed. Good. How many people are in one group? There are going to be about somewhere from 45 to 50 people in one group. Are we allowed to wear sun protecting hats over our hijab? So Sheikh, this question is for you. A sister is asking if she's able to wear a sun protecting cap over her hijab.
Okay, inshallah. My video is also again off. I don't know. I think it keeps doing that. But Bismillah, alhamdulillah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When regards to putting on protective shades over your head, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, inshallah. It can be over your hijab. They even sell like these kind of sun hats. Usually that's all allowed. You can wear sunglasses. Just a sidebar off of that, people ask about watches, rings. All of those are okay, inshallah. There's nothing wrong with that. There's also some questions here I see.
Yeah.
Toiletry products to use without perfume during the state of ihram. Clinique, as well as some other brands, they provide unscented perfumes, unscented soaps. All those are okay as long as it's not scented. You can use unscented products. I even know Arm & Hammer has an unscented deodorant. I prefer all of these things to be used unscented even prior to ihram. There's another brother who asked a question, when can we put deodorant or perfume on prior to the ihram or not? This is a madhab difference. The Hanafi madhab in particular does not allow to put any kind of thing prior to, which will affect your ihram even during. And the other madhab make an exception to this, saying that anything prior to putting on the ihram is okay, after the ihram is not okay. And the view that I give to my hujjaj is the Hanafi view in general, because this is the view of Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu and others, which is nothing to put on before. And that is why, subhanAllah, we're in the era of technology, which has made things easier for us. You just buy some unscented Arm & Hammer or any kind of product which says unscented deodorant, and that, alhamdulillah, is perfect for before you actually put the towels on. You can apply that, inshallah, and it works beautifully. And I do recommend something very, just very helpful. There are these soaps that you can buy which are hand carry, that will come extremely useful in Hajj, which are unscented. So just go on Amazon or whatever and buy unscented hand soaps that you can use. If you buy the bars, it's just going to be a headache for you, because you got to put it either in a Ziploc, or these bars are not going to help you as much as if it was just those liquid hand soaps that you can kind of carry with you, and maybe put it in a Ziploc as well, but not as difficult to use as the hand bars. So just if anybody wants to wash their hands while in the haram, you see this a lot of times happen. You'll be in Masjid al-Haram, you'll be in a, on the way or etc. And then all of a sudden somebody accidentally uses soap that's scented. There's no penalty other than it was because it was an accident. You can pay some sadaqah if you'd like, but other than that, there's no penalty. There's nothing, your haram's not broken, you forgot. It happens a lot. There's also a question about sun protection hats. We've already answered this.
You can turn on your camera. Let's see if it's
okay, thank you, inshallah. All right, so there's another question with regards to women Baqiyya tour. There is, as far as my knowledge, there is a women's tour, but because Saudi Arabia does not allow for women to enter the Baqiyya graveyard in of itself, this is a decision that they have made, has nothing to do with fiqh al-Islami in general, because the vast majority of madahib don't find it forbidden for women to enter graveyards. But this is a decision that Saudi has made. So what happens is we take the ladies to the outside wall of Baqi, where they can simply look inside, which is literally, alhamdulillah, a few feet from the graveyard, and we can make our dua for the deceased, as well as visit this graveyard, which over 10,000 Sahaba are buried.
Sheikh, let's take some logistic questions before we move on to some more religious questions. So what I'll do is I'll take these questions for next 10 minutes, because after that we need to cover Makkah, and that would be the end of our call after. So I just want to be respectful for the time. So let's answer some logistic question here. Brother is asking, you mentioned we will be using WhatsApp. Will we be getting SIM cards? Yes, you will be giving Saudi SIM cards. You'll be able to use it. Also, nowadays in North America, you can take that feature follow me feature that you can use your own phones. I do that for myself. I'm from Canada, so I use my Canadian number and Canadian phone and just get the follow me feature, which is, I think, $12 per day. And I can use my data, my same number. I'm connected with my family and my work back in Canada as well. Sorry, just to clarify that no, you will not be getting no SIM card, Saudi SIM card. So just to clarify, you will be using your own telephones. Okay, next question is, I submitted my original vaccine papers along with passport. You will get the immunization card when you receive your final package, so nothing to worry about it. So the mutawaf will take the passport when you get out of the airport, and when you're leaving, I will go to the mutawaf office and collect your passports and bring it to your passports to your hotel, and we distribute your passports before your flight at the hotel. So once the Hajj is done, I want you guys to relax, because I've seen this. Everybody start asking, hey, when am I gonna get my passport? Nothing to worry about it. You will receive your passport 2 hours before your flight. Okay, not 2 hours, sorry, 8 hours before your flight, because we have to go to the airport 8 hours before. So we will have a desk at the hotel reception, and we will be distributing your passport at the hotel. Your group leader will give you your passport. We want you to go back to United States safely, and Canada, so we will make sure we'll give your passport back, okay? Arriving on second early, can we able to check in and attend Jummah? So if you're arriving on second early, you may not be able to check in because rooms will not be ready, but you can drop your luggage, perform your wudu, and go to Masjid al-Nabi and perform Jummah Salah and come back, and then you can do check-in. Why only women go to Riyadh al-Jannah? Actually, in Masjid al-Nabi, you are separated. Men go separately and women go separately. So that's why sister entrance is separate, women entrance is separate. So that's why you have to go to Riyadh al-Jannah by yourself. You cannot take brothers with you. In Makkah, it's opposite. You can be together. I asked my question in panel, logistic related, okay? We are arriving 8:45 a.m. Can we check in? I already answered this. Brother, you said only brothers will be visiting Baqi. Sheikh Hasib explained it, because women are not allowed to get into the Baqi. You can stay outside of the Baqi graveyard and see, but you cannot get in. We are arriving August 3rd. When we get the room at 3 a.m., the check-in time is 3 p.m. So if you're arriving at 3 a.m., by the time you get to the hotel, it would be Fajr time, maybe 6 o'clock. So you'll come in, you will store your luggage, you will go have breakfast, freshen up, go to Masjid al-Nabi, do your salah, salam to Rasulullah, and come back at check-in time. And by that, you will have your keys ready. When to get the immunization card, how much money to take with us. So it totally depends on how many people traveling. What are your intentions? Are you going to buy are you going to do a lot of shopping in Saudi? So it's personal choice. I've seen people can take from $1,000 to $5,000 to $10,000. Credit cards are easily acceptable, but you need cash, because if you're going to small shops, they won't take credit card, they need cash. There are a lot of currency exchanges available, so you would not have any issues. When not to use deodorant, perfume, Sheikh Hasib has answered this question. One more question, can we brush our teeth with toothpaste? Sheikh Hasib, if you're listening to this question, can we brush our teeth with toothpaste? Okay, we'll come back. What kind of shoes can we wear? You can wear, I'm gonna let the Sheikh answer this question. If you're not able to answer this question now, we will let you know on the next call. I submitted vaccination. Good. Do you recommend ordering local currency? Do not convert your local currency in US. When you go to the airport in Jeddah, there's currency exchange at the airport. You can get some currency exchange there, or you can get currency exchange hotel. There's so much currency exchange there. They give you better rates. Don't do it at the airport. Will the brothers and sisters go in the same bus tour? That is correct. The Mazarat, the bus tour, you sit together with your partners, with your mahrams, no problem. When will the sisters be able to take off their hijab? I'll let Sheikh Hasib answer this question. Keeping group. How do you manage keeping group family members together, for instance, during Mazarat or when women Oh, Mazarat, you're together. Hotel, you're together. Lectures, you're together. The only time when you have to go say salam to Rasulullah, sisters have to go through separate entrance and brothers have to go through separate entrance. Are we allowed to wear medical mask over our nose? Yes, you are. When we'll be getting our passports and documents now before we leave USA? You may receive your passports and documents maybe one day before your flight. So stay put. Though Dar es Salaam office try to send you your packages as soon as possible, but it all depends when Saudi consulate sends the information back. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. We arrive August 1st midday, no problem. We will be, Dar es Salaam staff will be there to pick you from the airport, bring you back to the hotel. Yeah, August 1st is your day. It's free day. Our group will start from August 2nd. So you can do whatever you would like in Masjid al-Nabi. If we miss post-Fajr Mazarat tour, we can make up later. No, you have to make sure that you follow the direction and schedule for Mazarat. We will not be able to do the Mazarat again because we are in Medina only 3 days and we have many things happening at the same time. So the brother who's arriving on August 1st, if you're arriving on August 1st, please send your name, your email, your name to Sister Sahar so she can coordinate with you, please. Can we buy Saudi SIM once in Medina? It's quite difficult to buy Saudi SIMs. The lineups are huge. If you start in the lineup at 8 a.m. in the morning, you may finish at Dhuhr Salah. So I would not suggest you go through this hassle. Do not involve yourself in any activity that will drain your energy. The lineups are huge. Will there be a specific time for shopping? The shopping is your own responsibility. We are not taking you to shopping tour. This is a Hajj. We are responsible for your spirituality, guiding you to finish your manasik, your Hajj. This is not your vacation. We are not taking you to shopping tours. We will guide you to the shops if you want to, but there's no guided shopping tours for you. It's your own choice and will. Is there local assistance available for wheelchair? Okay, so if, very important, I'm glad you asked this question. If you require wheelchair assistance, it is a task. You need to inform Dar es Salaam office when you are in US and Canada. There is cost associated with that. You have to hire this attendant in Canada and US. So if you are traveling with people who are elderly, who would not be able to walk and not be able to do Hajj by their feet, and you need a wheelchair and an assistant, that's the only time you need to call Dar es Salaam office and make arrangements here. You will not be make arrangements to get an assistant when you are at Hajj, because it is impossible to make the last minute arrangements at Hajj because of the volume there. You will witness, you will see what I'm talking about. So make sure if you need an attendant to push your wheelchair, you arranged this when you are in US and Canada with Dar es Salaam office. Okay, if you want to buy a wheelchair in Saudi, no problem. Every pharmacy sells wheelchairs, about 300 to 600 dirhams. You can buy a wheelchair, no problem. If you are traveling with young people, they want to push their wheelchairs, that's no problem either. Okay, now, the other thing I'll tell you is, if you are coming with a wheelchair or you're buying a wheelchair, you need to bring 3 items with you from United States and Canada. Number 1, write it down. You need to bring the lock. Remember the chain cycle lock? You have to bring that with you, because when you're not using the wheelchair, you need to lock your wheelchair. Otherwise, if you're not going to lock your wheelchair, somebody else will take your wheelchair and you will never find your wheelchair. And there are millions of people. If you come to me and said, AQ, I'm missing my wheelchair, I would most probably suggest you to go and buy another wheelchair, because nobody can find another wheelchair. So you need to get a wheelchair link. Second, you need to print your name, your picture, your address, your telephone number on a big piece of paper. Bring, a nice packing tape with you. On your wheelchair, put that name tag and tape it properly so that it's not easy to fall off of your wheelchair. So that's your identification. That piece number 2. The last piece, which is very important. When you go to any luggage store, you will see very sturdy, tough luggage tags. So what I want you to do is I want you to buy a couple of luggage tags, write down your name, your number, attach your photo ID, and attach that luggage tag with your wheelchair handle so that you can identify your wheelchair, because it's going to be like thousands of wheelchairs. So better you identify your wheelchair, easier it is. But lock the name tag with printed name tag, taped it on your wheelchair bag, and the luggage tag is very important. Trust me, you will thank me later that you brought this in, these items with you if you're bringing wheelchair. Okay, so sounds good. We covered the wheelchair. Also, when you're checking in Medina, we will give you the backpacks. Every single backpack is the same. So all same colors, all same writing. So if you accidentally put your backpack with someone else's backpack, you will mix your backpack, and this will happen. So please bring some extra luggage tags and identifications to attach with your backpack so that you can identify your backpack. I have witnessed and dealt with issues that people have important medications in it, cash in it, and they mix their backpacks with so many others because every backpack looks the same and they cannot find it. And it becomes quite challenging to locate that backpack. So make sure you're bringing the luggage tags to identify your backpack, okay? Because all backpacks are same colors. So let's see. I always cite a simple Durud Sharif 8 times every Friday after Asr Namaz. So please make sure that I will be giving the time to offer Namazain in Maghrib, Masjid al-Nabi. No problem at all, sister. Take your time. You have all your time that you want to spend in Masjid al-Nabi. Only when we are moving, for example, when we are moving to Makkah and we want everybody to be back at a certain time, I want you to respect that direction. But other than that, please take any time you want to go to Masjid al-Nabi. How many sets of clothes we need, that's personal preference. For sisters, you need to pack a little bit extra because you have hijab on as well. And you might need to change it. For brothers, you know, it's easy. You just need towels. So in ihram, you need 2 pieces of ihram. If you don't want to bring ihram from States because it's expensive in the States and Canada, you can buy ihram in Medina. It costs 20 to 80 riyals. And ihram is available everywhere. So do not even bother buying ihram in US because you have to pack it in your suitcase. It's going to take a lot of space in your suitcase, and it's going to add the weight. So don't bother. Buy your ihram in Medina. You know, it's the best thing that you're doing business in Medina as well. And your ihram is in Medina, so it's sunnah, inshallah. I want to pack light backpack, no problem. Do we need to buy soap and shampoos? Are not provided to us? Yeah, all your personal belongings, soap, shampoos, that's all your personal choices. You buy it. Dar es Salaam is not going to do shopping for you. So you buy your soaps and shampoos. When are we departing from Medina? So that you need to talk to Dar es Salaam office. If you don't know when are you departing to Medina, you have work to do. Oh, sorry, I misread your question. You're saying when we're departing Medina. My apology. You're departing Medina on August 5th, and I'll cover that, inshallah. Are we supposed to be at the airport earlier than usual? When you're in North America, normal 3 hours is good enough. Okay. But when we are in Medina and we are taking flights to go to Makkah, yes, we will have to be at the airport at least 5 to 8 hours early because our flight is not the only flight leaving. There are hundreds of flights leaving, okay? So now on that point, a sister has asked me this question, when are we going to Makkah? So Monday, August 5th, we will travel to Makkah. We are going to check out early in the morning, like, you know, I think by 9:30, 10 o'clock, we will be checking out. We all go on different flights. I think we'll have about 3 or 4 flights, different times. We will go with our groups. We will notify you in Medina what time your flight. We will take you to the airport at least 5 to 8 hours before. We just need to make sure that we check in and we don't miss our flight so that we can go and sit in the lounge. There is a prayer room in the lounge. There are restaurants at the airport so that you can eat, you can pray, you can relax, you can lay down, you can sit. That day is going to be the toughest day for you because we will start early in the morning to go to Makkah and we will not finish after 24 hours because when we reach Makkah, we will be doing Umrah. So I will cover you on that. But I just want to get your mindset ready that when we are leaving Medina to going to Makkah, it's going to be very challenging. I want everybody to be rested. We will wait a lot at the airport. Most probably, we will have flight delays. This happened at Hajj season. So please understand that this is Hajj season. If they say your flight is leaving at 5, they may come back and say, sorry, your flight is leaving at 8 now. So we all have to put up with this because there's no other choice or thing that we can do, because it's all depend on airport traffic, air traffic, and Saudi officials. Okay. So August 5, we're going to Medina. So we will inform you the time, Makkah, we will inform you the time and everything. Now we arrive Makkah. So we have our own chartered flights. So we hire the big Boeing 747 and different aircraft from Saudi Airlines. And this is only Dar es Salaam passengers. We recite Talabiyah. As soon as we cross Miqat, we tell you to make Niyah. We help you to do Niyah. The shayukhs are there in the plane, and we will all do Niyah all together. Now we arrive in Makkah. We get out of the plane. We get out of the airport. As soon as you get out of the airport, you don't have your luggage with you. Basically, when we are in Medina, we collect your luggage one day before you travel, and we send your luggage before you via trucks to Makkah hotels. So by the time you reach your Makkah hotel, your luggage is there waiting for you. You just need to go identify your luggage and pick your luggage and bring it to your rooms. So just to let you know. So when we are traveling from Medina to Makkah, you are not traveling with your luggage. Your luggage, we send it using trucks. So you're traveling light. So as soon as you get out of the airport, you go to your buses. Now the buses are in Jeddah airport. You'll sit in the bus. We will give you some refreshments, some water, get you ready. And from there, we will go to Makkah. Obviously, it's Hajj season. So by the time we'll reach Makkah, that could be 4 to 6 hours. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to rest and sleep, gain your energy, because when we reach our hotels, we will get our room keys. We will settle down. And right after that, from 11:30 p.m. to 12 p.m., 12 a.m., we will start going for Umrah. And we will go for Umrah in groups. We will try to stay together as a group, but it's not possible. Millions of people are in Haram. So make sure you have your loved ones together. If you get lost, make sure you have a spot that you can say, finish your tawaf and meet me at that spot. So you arrange that spot before, so you're not panicked. So when you organize it well, if you're going with your parents and your other halves and you're the mahram, select one spot and say, listen, if you're doing tawaf and we get separated, don't worry. Finish your 7th tawaf. After you finish your 7th tawaf, meet me at this gate, at this location, and I will finish my tawaf and come as well, and then we will meet together and then continue after that. By doing this, it would be easy for you. You won't waste your time and energy, and you won't panic, because it will happen to you that you will get separated from your other halves. Okay? But don't worry, don't panic. Just select a spot where you can meet again. Good. So now, August 5th, we are in Makkah. We will perform our Hajj. It will be guided with your group leaders and with Shayukh. You're going to perform your Umrah. Your Umrah is going to take longer than you anticipate. By the time you finish your Umrah, it's Tahajjud Salah. By the time you finish the Tahajjud Salah, it's Fajr Salah. Do not come out of the Haram. Make sure you come out of the Haram after Fajr Salah. Once Fajr Salah is done, then you come out of the Haram. Brothers, you're going to go shave your head. There are barbers under shops everywhere. They take about somewhere 20 riyals to 40 riyals. So make sure you have some cash on you. You go, you shave your hair, trim your hair, not shave. You trim your hair because you're going to shave it at the time of Hajj. So you trim your hair and you come back to your hotel room, shower, and you're out of this state of Haram for Umrah. We will guide you for these manasik when we are at the hotel, inshallah, at the lecture. Now, next day, now you're in Makkah. So now, when you're in Makkah, Monday, August 6th, we have full day. At that day, normally in Makkah, they do not allow us to conduct lectures because we are not allowed to have big gatherings. But we try our best to get some rooms for you where we can conduct small huddles and halaqah. So we will try to do that. In Makkah, we do something unique. Every night, we take you to Tahajjud for Hayam. So your sheikh and your group leader will send you a WhatsApp message to say, hey, we will all meet at 3:45. We'll all meet at 3, depending on the time. and then we take you as a group to the top floor of Haram. That's where we deliver lectures, and then we pray the Hajj, and then we pray Fajr, and then we come back. Now, everyone, you will be getting a headset. That headset is a wireless headset, okay? So your sheikh will have the mic and you all have the headset. So when your sheikh is giving bayan and conducting halaqah in Masjid al-Nabi or Haram in Makkah, you will be able to hear him without any difficulty, okay? So make sure you guard your headsets. Now, same thing, we will do it on Monday, August 7th. We will try to have lecture. The lecture is same thing after Asr. Then we will have Qiyam and Tahajjud. We will take you to Haram top floor and we will do that. So on Monday, August 7th and Monday, August 8th, same schedule we will follow. We will try to rotate our shayukh, the talent of shayukhs we have, and bring it to you so that you're getting benefit for the lectures and information. Now, this is Makkah. Now let me answer some of the questions. Are we supposed to be at the airport early? We answered that. Can I buy Quran in Medina? For sure, you can buy Quran in Medina. There are so many Qurans available in Masjid al-Nabi. If you don't even need to buy it, there are so many Qurans available in Masjid al-Nabi. You're not very happy about it. Okay. Like I said, brother, you're raising concern. Unfortunately, the check-in time, standard check-in time for any hotel anywhere in the world is 3 p.m. Saudi Arab is no different than this. It does not matter. I understand that we are all taking long flights and we are tired and we want a room, but unfortunately, they follow this standard. We try our best to get the rooms available, but if the rooms are occupied, we need to make sure they're clean for you. We cannot give you a dirty room, so we rely on the hotel to prepare the rooms for you and make sure that they're reusable, the towels are fresh, the linens are fresh. And by doing that, setting up your room, the check-in time is 3 p.m. So I want everybody to have this mindset and be ready that this will happen at that time. I don't think, it's the right time to demand that you want your room to be ready at 6 a.m. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do that because we have to follow the hotel protocol. Do we book our luggage all the way to Medina? We have 13-hour layover in Dubai. I think that's the case. They will book your luggage all the way to Medina. You won't get your luggage in Dubai for 13 hours, no. Okay, I'm older woman traveling by myself. I am mobile and walk well, but do walk slow. What do I do? My namaz, I do stand by. I use a chair, no problem. Will there be available? Okay. So sister, no problem. If you walk slow, not to worry about it. If you sit on the chair, not to worry about it. You can buy the chair in Medina. There are so many pharmacies, they sell the chair. If you want to bring the chair from US, you can, but you can buy it from Medina. There are tons of chairs available there, no problem at all. And if you walk slow, no problem. You won't be left behind. We will make sure that your group leader is aware of that and we will wait for you, no problem. And if you're a sister traveling alone, do not think that you're traveling alone, sister. You have the entire Dar es Salaam team with you. You have the entire program 4-5 with you. And on top, you have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with you. So you are not alone. So I want you to be comfortable, confident. You will not feel that you're alone, inshallah. Okay. Maybe use our own backpacks. For sure, you can use your own backpacks. No problem. On the follow me, if you are not giving out SIM card, it's very use or local. Okay, so like I talk about SIM cards, Dar es Salaam is not responsible for providing you SIM cards. It's just one of the items. If you want to use your phone, like I said in the beginning, I do this because I don't use Saudi SIM. I call my service provider and I take the feature that is called Follow Me. It costs me $12 per day and I follow my minutes, my data, my roaming. I don't pay anything extra. And I follow that. I'm there for 2 weeks. I'm connected with family, with work, whatever, and my cell phone works. This is just a suggestion. The decision is yours. I'm just sharing the best practices, what I do. But if you don't want to do that, it's totally up to you. How many sets of ihram for men? You know what? I don't take any sets of ihram from here. I only buy my ihram in Medina. I buy 2 ihrams. One I put it for Umrah and one I put it for Hajj. That's it. Is Dar es Salaam providing for Hajj? Yes, we are providing for 1 ihram from the brothers. It is in your backpack. Yes, the recording will be provided. You will receive your passports after the Hajj is over. When we take you to Jeddah, we check you in the Jeddah hotel for 1 night, or depending on your departure, and your group leader will give you your passport before your flight. Okay. The allowed weight for the suitcase, please contact your airlines. Each airline have different rules. This is the information you need to talk to the airline for Saudi, for Etihad, Emirates, Turkish. This question, I cannot answer this question. I don't work for the airline. Why can't we take high-speed train? We would love to take high-speed train from Medina to Makkah. Unfortunately, it is so far, we are not given a green light to use it. However, we are going to use the train when we are traveling from Mina to Arafat, Arafat to Muzdalifah. Okay. How can we fly without a passport from Medina and Makkah? Because it's a local flight. It's a chartered flight. You don't need your passport. We will provide you the boarding passes and everything in your hotel, so you don't need to worry about it at all. So remember I said, we are from North America. We are set in certain ways. We ask a lot of questions. So when it's Hajj, sometimes we need to take that, the leadership role away, give that leadership role to Dar es Salaam staff and let them take care of you. You just get busy in Hajj and Manasik. Why we fly from Medina to Makkah? Why not bus? We don't use buses in program 4 and 5. If you want to use bus, it will take you 24 to 48 hours to go from Medina to Makkah. There are millions of buses, and I don't want you to sit and inhale all those fumes. It's better to take the flight. You are in Jeddah in 30 minutes. What is the good time to do tawaf? After every salah, any time is a good time to do tawaf. We will brief you on that as well. The SIM is not going to be provided. I want to be clear. I have this question again. We are not providing any SIM because I think there is political and reason attached to it. Saudi forces are not allowing any service provider to provide SIMs, so we are not allowed to provide any SIMs. It's political and I think it's based on security. I don't want to get into the details. Our packages said that we get 3 nights in Medina, but it looks like we are arriving on 3rd morning. You're right, sister, because you're arriving on 3rd morning, you will not get full 3 nights in Medina. Can we meet our relatives during Hajj or our hotel? Of course you can. You're free to meet your relatives and your friends at the hotel. If we need to use the bathroom while we are in the Kaaba, where do we go? The bathrooms are outside of Kaaba, and they're pretty nice. I've used it. But I would rather use bathrooms in the hotel. When I go to Kaaba, then you have to come out of the Kaaba to go to the washrooms. We are arriving 7 p.m. August 2nd, separate from the group. How do we get to the hotel? You will have Dar es Salaam staff outside at the airport waiting for you. They'll bring you to the hotel. We book 4B. Can we change to 4C? Please contact Dar es Salaam office. Can we purchase Saudi SIM card online? Saudi SIM card, buying Saudi SIM card online, it's available, do it. But I know it's a very tedious procedure. You have to provide your passports and your information for security. If it's easy for you to do it by all means. But I just don't want you to waste your energy standing in the lineups to get the SIM card, to get the top-ups. It's just, when you go to the Medina, you will see and you would understand what I'm saying. We understand that check-in time is 3. Get the room, same day. So like I explained this before, unfortunately, the check-in time for the hotel room is 3 p.m. We try our best, but most probably we will get our rooms close to 3 p.m. We book a room on right before. Okay. So remember at the beginning I said, this is not vacation and this is not Bahamas. What happened is during Hajj, we are not allowed to book the rooms. That's the challenge. So the rooms are booked based on flights and arrivals. We do not have the liberty to book a room 1 day before or 1 day after. Okay, so this is a lot harder than it looks like. Normally, when we are traveling, it's our choice. You can book the room before, after. They can give you an upgrade. They can, give you a room because it's available and you can check in early. We all experience that. It feels good. It's really nice. But at Hajj, there are millions of people and everything is booked. Other groups have to leave for us to get our rooms, and all rooms are allotted with timings. So it's very complicated. So I want you guys to understand Hajj is a different beast. It's not a regular travel arrangement. So please keep in mind, the rooms are available at 3 p.m. Okay, so I did that. The passport question, I meant from US, when do we get our passports back? So normally my brothers from US, they're very concerned about the passports. You will get your passports before you leave Jeddah in your hotel. Your group leader will provide you. You will get your passports before your flight. Okay, we will make sure you get your passport. I agree with Brother Ali. Where is luggage stored? In Medina hotel room? Not available. Yeah, we store your luggage in Medina hotel room, the same hotel you're staying in. So nothing to worry about it. And there are so many bathrooms in the hotel. They allow you to go in and take wudu and freshen up. Not a problem. I do that all the time. From Medina to Jeddah, is there wheelchair assistance? So remember, if you're bringing the wheelchair, if you have the wheelchair, you have the wheelchair. You're responsible for wheelchair. If you are bringing somebody with you, you are the wheelchair assistant. So Dar es Salaam is not providing you wheelchair assistant everywhere you go, like for example, at the airport, this and that. No, if you want to arrange the wheelchair attendant, you need to arrange with Dar es Salaam office in US and Canada. You will not find the wheelchair assistant at the airport or anywhere else. If you require wheelchair assistant, please talk to Dar es Salaam office. I cannot emphasize it enough, because when you reach Medina, you will know what I'm talking about. The crowd is like, anyways, do we need to show our ID from Medina to Makkah flight? No, you don't. You do not need your ID. Would we be given a list of stuff to take on Hajj? So I want you to log into Hajj forum and go through the questions and answers. You will find a lot of information there so that it'll help you to pack. You can do YouTube, you can do Google, and you can talk to people who have performed Hajj. They'd be able to tell you. Is ihram mandatory for kids? Not mandatory for kids at all. If you have not hit puberty, ihram, but obviously you're going to wear it, but not mandatory. But a sheikh can answer this question. So WhatsApp. So if we are going to receive messages from WhatsApp, how will we have Wi-Fi to get the messages? Brothers and sisters, your hotel have Wi-Fi and you will get Wi-Fi in your hotel. Okay. I don't think I have the info when we are leaving for Makkah. When can I find that info for departure from Medina to Makkah? I just explained that information. Also, you can go to Hajj Forum. There's an ebook for program 4 and 5. You can review the ebook. In this ebook, you will have detailed information of what day we are doing what, and then you will understand that. Okay. Though we are leaving from Medina to Makkah on August 5th, we are taking a flight, and we will inform you in Medina more details. Is it possible speaking with you directly after the webinar? Brother, please send this email or text message to Sister Sahar, your telephone information, so that we can contact you. Listen to you and not understand my passport question. I'm departing out of New York. I live in Florida, okay? I will not be at my permanent address, okay? One day prior, when is Dar es Salaam sending us? I see. So sister, I want you to contact the Dar es Salaam office and make sure you notify them on this, because I'm not able to answer this question for you. I'm sure they will have to give you your passport before you leave your residence, even if you're going to Florida. So make sure you talk to them. How long from arrival to airport to hotel? How many hours? So in Medina, about 1 hour. But from Jeddah to Makkah, we are anticipating somewhere from 6 hours to 8 hours. Okay. Can we use hand sanitizers and sunscreen? If it's not scented, sure you can. Sorry, I phrased the question poorly. I was asked if there are stairs upon exiting the Medina Jeddah flight. Yes, there's going to be stairs leaving Medina to Jeddah flight. Is there a way of a person who is being taken in a wheelchair to physically exit the flight if there are sisters or in a, so if you're on the if you're somebody who's not able to take stairs, no problem. You can stay back in the flight. Then they will come and they will take the people who needs wheelchair to get out of the plane. That's not a problem. We can, the aircraft make that arrangement. That's not a problem. Yeah. We arrive around 5 a.m. Can we make it to be 5 a.m.? You would be able to make the Jummah prayer. Brother, I understand what you're saying. It's again the room question. Unfortunately, I will have to please contact Dar es Salaam office to clarify the room situation. I'm not able to comment on anything on that. Can we carry our phones with us all the time, even during tawaf? Absolutely, you can. I read it correctly in the forum. Passports is returned 2 weeks prior to departure. So yes, the passports, we try to return your passports as soon as they arrive in US and Canada. A lot of time, the normal process is we return your passports 2 weeks before, but if Saudi consulate is not returning the passport back, we are not able to return it. So as soon as we receive it, they're yours. And you actually, for the passport questions, the room questions, you need to call Sister Sahar specifically so that she can talk to you regarding that, okay? Instead of Dar es Salaam office. Also, if I just need a seat for sajda for namaz, would there be a chair to sit in? Yes, you can buy your chair in Medina. You can buy your chair. You can buy your chair to sit in. You can buy your chair to do the sajda. That's not a problem. Okay. So I answer majority of your questions. So remember, I walk slow. Will I be burdened to the group during tawaf? Not at all. So good question, sister. So I want each one of you to understand this. Our main goal, the team main goal, is to make this Hajj the easy for you. We are there to assist you, okay? So if you walk slow, you're coming with some, challenges, some, health challenges, you're wheelchair bound, not a problem. There's always a solution for everything. We will try our best to assist you and guide you and help you. As long as you are prepared to work with us and you have done your homework and you have done your research and you're ready and you're not panicking, don't worry about anything, inshallah. Everything will be fine and we'll be able to perform Hajj together. So I can't emphasize enough that the one best thing that will be tested is our patience. And I always say that to my dear brothers and sisters, that you are going to visit the house of the Creator, the kings of the kings. You have to show some sort of class, mannerism. There are some mandatory etiquettes in Medina and mandatory etiquettes in Makkah, in Kaaba. And never forget that you will be tested in Medina and you will be tested in Makkah. And remember my words, when you're tested, tell yourself, I'm being tested. So say Alhamdulillah and compose yourself and smile and say, I will handle it with positivity. It's very important because Shaitan is with you, is going to be with you 24/7, okay? So on this webinar, we cover till Makkah. Next webinar, I want you to please log in again because next seminar, I'm going to cover from Makkah to Mina to Arafat, Muzdalifah, and Hajj. And Sheikh Zakaria is going to give us a lecture on Hajj as well. So inshallah, we will answer more questions by the time we conduct our next seminar. I think our next seminar is happening on, let me tell you, I think it's in July. Okay, so inshallah, we will send you the email, the invitation, so you will know. We will try to answer more questions. By that time, your homework is you need to make sure you're preparing yourself for Hajj, reading, researching, writing your du'as, make a plan what you're going to do every day. If you have any logistic questions, please contact Sister Sahar at Dar es Salaam office. And inshallah, I will see you again on the next webinar. So thank you very much. I hope this information is somewhat valuable for you. I hope it's helpful somewhat. My main goal is to make your Hajj journey, pleasant, organized. Alhamdulillah, we have a fantastic team. They've been doing this, or some people are doing this for 20 to 30 years. They're very well versed, mashallah. You are in good hand, Dar es Salaam. You have made a very good choice picking up Dar es Salaam. Alhamdulillah, I've been with Dar es Salaam, for the last 10 years. And I can tell you based on my own experience, I started as a client as well. And alhamdulillah, now that I have this duty as well. And alhamdulillah, you will have a great experience, inshallah, with Dar es Salaam. So remember, next time when we have a call, we are discussing Hajj Manasik, and inshallah, I will see you next time on next call. Till then, I want you to take care of yourself, prepare. Remember, I ask you to do your homework. So I say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I cannot wait to see you all in Medina, in the city of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you later.